Mining.com.au is coming to you once again from the RIU Explorers Conference, currently underway in Fremantle. Standing next to me is the non-executive chair of Global Lithium, Richard O'Shannessy. Richard, it's a pleasure to see you again. How are you?
Yes, lovely to see you too.
Now, lithium is starting to gain a bit of traction, I've noticed, at this conference, which is just in time for your Manna project in Western Australia. You spent all of 2025 getting this project ready for the market. What's some of the work that you did last year?
Yes, well that's right. We're in a very positive state at the moment. We secured mining agreement with the native title holders, the Gagaga, and we also secured a mining lease from the Minister following the native title mining agreement. And finally, but most importantly probably, we finished off an optimised feasibility study for the Manna project.
So it's a lot of successes to tick off for 2025. Now, as I said before, lithium starting to come back in flavour. I can't help but wonder if there's any sort of offtake or financing companies starting to be interested in your project.
That is the case. We are talking to a number of parties about offtake and financing, because our capex that we projected in the Definitive Feasibility Study is about $440 million to get the project built and into operation. So that's a significant amount of money, and we're hard at work trying to secure those funds.
I'm so glad you mentioned the DFS that you've been working on, because so what are some of the details? Because I know there's more information to come later in the year, but is there sort of any glimpses you can give into us right now?
Yes, well certainly we're looking at a 14-year mine, the initial 7 years through open pit, and the subsequent 7 years underground. We have some ideas on what our operating expenditure is going to be, and at the current lithium price, there's a payback period of only 3.5 years for the project, and the internal rate of return is 27.5% on the project. So very strong economics. And because of that, we're getting strong interest from parties who are interested in offtake as well as financing arrangement.
Just to sort of underscore that point, that's based on today's price, because I've seen some pretty lofty projections coming out of the major banks that lithium prices are on the way up. So this is all based on today's prices.
Correct. And so some of the investment banks are suggesting the lithium price will get to US $1,800 a tonne, and another $500 or so US on top of that in calendar 2027. So we're at a critical point where the pricing curve is on an upward trend, and we hope to capture that opportunity by getting into production. The lead time for the mine, once a final investment decision is made, is looking at about 18 months. It's hard to compact that to a shorter period, but that's realistic.
It's getting it ready right in for the hopefully upswing in the price coming up ahead. Listen, Richard, thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate it, and I look forward to future updates.
Thank you very much.